as the coronavirus continues to affect not only the world, but specifically our country here in the United States. The reported increase in New York State yesterday on Wednesday, April 1st, was about 25% just in one day in fatalities. And in New Jersey, that increase in fatalities is estimated to be around 33% just in one day. Between those two states, we lost around 500 people to the coronavirus, around 500 fatalities between those two states, which is extremely tragic, and our hearts go out to those families. But the coronavirus is continuing to spread across the globe. Some countries are in different stages, but it is COVID-19 that is really affecting everyone right now, and we are all trying to band together and take care of it. But the political and government affairs events that have been taking place are specifically in New York and New Jersey. President Trump sent that massive hospital ship to go out in the Hudson this week to take care of as many patients as possible. Tents are going up in Central Park, and it was just announced yesterday that the U.S. Open in Flushing, Queens is going to be used to house patients as well. So within New York State, and specifically New York City, kind of everybody's coming together, trying to take care of as many patients as possible, including the president, to really band together and try and help out everyone as best as possible. Props go to Governor Cuomo and President Trump for putting aside their issues and coming together to work on this as much as possible. Now, like I said, New Jersey had a 33% increase. So how is New Jersey going to work with the president? And how are they going to take care of these issues just as New York has? It's kind of still up to grabs, and we'll see how that gets taken care of. Now, this has affected the community in New York City deeply, and in New Jersey as well, as the service industry has kind of been ravaged. Bars, restaurants, clubs are all going out of business right now as we speak. Massive numbers are being laid off. I have lots of friends that have been laid off recently, and it will be very sad once this all ends, as many people will have lost their jobs and will be out of work once we come out of this coronavirus struggle. Now, to transition into that, it has affected me personally, not only by friends, but I actually lost my job as well. I work in wine distribution in high-end fine wines in our offices out of New York City. Just last week, because of the coronavirus, sales have dropped dramatically, and just to keep the company afloat, I was laid off, and we'll see how that goes. But not too exciting, but it's affected me extremely personally. Besides that, the public affairs, and in terms of PR, what are the next steps? I think the biggest thing is that the president works with Governor Cuomo and the state of New Jersey. And New Jersey's governor is Governor Phil Murphy. And I think President Trump needs to work with these two governors, just as he has with Cuomo, with Governor Phil Murphy as much as possible, so that the tri-state area in New York, New Jersey, and Connecticut can kind of create a synchronous narrative of how they are all taking care of this in one way to step forward, because they're very intertwined states, and if they all take different approaches, it will seem like everyone's scrambling. I think if the president and those three states really bind together and create the same narrative and create the same steps to take action, and they're all kind of working together, doing the same thing, that will be the most effective plan possible in terms of a public relations strategy moving forward.